Welcome to Coffee Time, Best Friend Time, which
Yeah.
is the best time
Bing.
with your fancy coffee.
It is good.
What did you get today?
Snickerdoodle chai with a shot.
That's your favorite.
Yeah, it is good.
All right, so we are back for another relationship discussion, but this one is a little different. You want to tell the people why it's different?
Because we're talking about anime characters and their relationships today.
So if you don't know, we love anime. And video games but yes, we love anime, so we want to discuss anime relationships and the ones that we love and the ones that we love even though they're problematic and the ones that well, we're going to talk about basically the ones we like, even if some of them were problematic.
And spoiler alerts, just heads up because some of these people do end up together, some don't.
Mhm.
And so if you haven't seen any of these before, we should have them time stamped at the bottom when you see it. So just skip the ones you haven't seen.
Yes. All right. So, for our favorites to like not favorites, I guess.
Yeah, and then rate
Or
them.
yeah, okay. All right. So, who would you say is your top?
My top. Um, let's see. I would say fruits baskets would be my favorite. I gave that one for cuteness a 5 out of 5, and then for depth of the relationship, I gave it also a 5 out of 5. Um, I think because they had history even before we're really introduced to the couple. Um, there's that element of depth there. The fact that they had to overcome so many different things to actually become a couple. Um, there were some secrets there. There was, a lot of trauma there. And hmm, I say Keo wasn't as willing to overcome those things in the beginning, but he was able to work through it through the understanding and love of Toru. So that's whenever you overcome something together, I think the bond is stronger. So that's why they get a 5 out of 5 for me.
Mm, interesting, interesting. Well, I would say that that is a very cute couple. However,
And
I also
Toru is
think
the
it's
best.
I know you should show your whole desk with Toru and Espion all over the place.
But go ahead.
So yes, they are super cute. They do have the history. I know there's the from when they were little baby children. Um but I would say that unfortunately they do have some problematic tones or problematic themes. Remember the I can fix him trope with my love.
Yes.
So for that, they're not my favorite, but they do hold a special place in my heart because they are just super cute, and Fruits Basket was just always so wonderful. It was just so nice, so nice.
Yeah, especially the first
Hmm.
one, the 2001 one
Hmm.
was super sweet, but I guess
Yeah.
that was not the way that the creator wanted it to actually be.
Hmm.
So the one that they did in 2019 is exactly how the creator wanted it to be, more
Yeah.
true
To
to
the
the
manga, yeah.
storyline and very much more not as cute, more dark.
Yeah. But I love the cuteness.
Mhm. Okay, so you're in top one.
Um, Honestly, it would probably be The Way of the House Husband, and I know it's probably really basic. I just love it. Just love their relationship. I know we don't get to really see like the development of it. They're already like, married and together. Um and but it doesn't so I don't know if it's a my love can fix him thing
Mm-hmm.
since he was in the Yakuza and kind of this like gangster and like, but he uses those skills to to be like the model house husband and, care for his wife and she's like going off to work and he's like, "Oh, I made you your lunch," and and I think it's really cute that his friend and the wife try to like do something for him, I think for his birthday in one episode, and they fail miserably. Like they're trying to make a cake and they're trying to do all of these things that like he's so good at, but they're like trying
Mm-hmm.
to show, that they love him and and it's terrible. They're just like, "Oh my God, what did we do?" So yeah, I just think it's a very, very cute, just wholesome little relationships showing how a relationship is once together. So yeah, I would say that's probably my top. And yeah.
I had text messages going from my phone. I'm like, I hope they're not showing.
It's okay. I think it records from my side, so it should be fine. Why you getting some relationship texts?
No. um, I would rate The Way of the House Husband a 4 for cuteness and 4 for depth, just because we don't have the whole backstory and everything. So that's how I rated that one.
Okay, that's
Do you
fair.
want to go first for your second choice?
Sure, yes. So my second one is My Love Story. Um, that one was just really cute. We do get to see how the relationship kind of starts, as well as just how they are together. And it's all very cute. I guess it sort of does have the way of the house husband vibe in that the boyfriend is not your typical like shoujo um, like anime main character guy, like boyfriend. He's not like a pretty boy. He's actually and like people are scared of him, but he's like very, very sweet. He's just like a big old teddy bear. Hello, dogs. He's just a cute and sweet, and of course, the girlfriend is very sweet, and um, she just loves him for him, and is just so cute in their relationship and he is even willing to be like oh, I know spoilers, but but at the end he's even willing to be like, oh, maybe she would be happy with someone else, so I should give her that freedom, that option to kind of do um for her to do what she wants, to figure out, what she wants, even if it's not me. Um, and he even helps, he's very helpful to a love rival. So I think that is all very sweet and something that, we should all strive to. Just, obviously not just giving someone away, but if they don't want to be with you, you know, and then if they do, it's wonderful because then they're just so cute. And yeah,
Yeah.
and even though he has his best friend who is like definitely pretty boy character, uh, who definitely cares about him and everything and the shenanigans that they get up to. So it's a really good one.
Agreed. Uh, I also would give that one a 5 and 5 because, like you said, it was really cute how they came together, how they met. They did have their trials where initially the guy didn't think that he was good enough for her and thought that she was actually into his best friend. So um, that getting over that hurdle was really good for them, and to see, and then it was just so cute how they were so willing to do things for to make the other person happy, like how she would make the cookies and the
Mhm.
sweets for him, and how he just was like flexing his muscles and showing her like the things that she liked because she was really attracted to that. Like
Mhm.
he was a 10 to her, so it really was good. So
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
Um, so I'm not good with names, but I think it's Sasaki and it's Miyano. It's Miyano. So I really like that one. I would also give that one a 5 for cuteness and 5 for depth. This one's a boy love one. And they kind of start out, it's a high school one. One character does have more of an attraction to the other in the beginning, but the other one kind of had to break out of his shell. And um, just seeing how it started off with like a common interest and them just growing with each other and coming out of their shell was really cute and I really liked it.
Mm.
Okay, so because you haven't seen that one, so what would your next?
No.
Do you have any other 5 ones?
Well, because technically, like another one that I think is like super cute, but they don't end up together, is like the MMO Junkie one. Um, but less the one that does not, or they don't officially, like, it ends without them getting together, right? So they're not
Yes.
officially together. And we're just talking about the animes, so on any of them, on any of these. So any of the ones that they don't end up together or it's up in the air in the anime, um, we have not read those mangas if they do end up together. And some of them I know, um, and some of the ones we'll talk about, they do end up together in the manga, but just not the anime because it didn't like finish or for whatever reason. But yes, so I think my next one would be MMO Junkie. Relationship wise, MMO Junkie, I think it's really cute. Their whole relationship that kind of develops, and they also have a history, which is really cute. And even though like they were both adults, I like that they kind of put the video game right, so it's kind of like they were children in this other video game that they lost touch with or lost touch in, and then they get back together in this other video game, or the MMO, as adults, but they were adults kind of the whole time. And I actually would love, I know you and I talked about this, I would love more animes that are more adult, like take place with adult characters as opposed to the high school characters. I mean,
Yeah.
love the high school characters. It's so cute and everything, but it was just so nice to see someone like, kind of it take place with someone like my own, around my own age. Um to be kind of like that and everything. And obviously love video games, so MMO Junkie, my jam.
Yes. Totes agree. I think I gave that one. I don't think I rated it, but I agree. It was really good. I like how they did have a history with each other and them discovering it.
Mhm,
So yeah, I would rate that one 5 for cute and 5 for depth.
mhm. Yes, but unfortunately, as of the anime, they were not officially together. Um, Even though it seems like it would be going that way. Um, but yeah, it was just really cute in the way that they were both so supportive of each other, um, through a lot of different things. And even though each of them was going through like a hard time at different times in their life, they were always there for each other and supportive. Um, and they didn't even tell them, I don't think, about like the hard times, because I think when they were in the child, or the child MMO, um I guess the chibi MMO, because it just looked like they were little characters, they he had just lost his family and everything. And then when they meet up again, she is going through a very hard time with her career and, just feeling overwhelmed, which is definitely something as an adult you can relate to. You're like, girl, same. Like, yes, let me quit my job and become a neat.
I know.
But I was like, girl, what are you doing? Like, how do you have this money saved up? But it was nice. And then I loved how they made her, anytime she's nervous, she would she would roll the floor, her carpet, and it would show like even when she wasn't in like a situation where she could do that, she was thinking about it. So you knew what her mind like what her where her mind was at. She was like stressed. So she's like, oh my God, I gotta roll like something.
Mhm. With the lint roller.
Yes, the lint roller. Thank you. I couldn't remember what it was. Even
Mhm.
though it's like in my life because of these dogs.
Yep. All right. I think I have one more five
Mm.
out of five for both, and that is my dress up darling.
Oh
I
yeah.
like it. I like how I like when people break out of their shell.
Hmm.
And both characters, you see them doing things, I guess, that they normally wouldn't do. Um, the female character, she um, is starting to cosplay. And because of, I'm horrible with names, so I'm sorry. Because of the male character,
His his name is Gojo. I can't believe you don't know that. That's his last name. How do you not know that?
I
I'm just
forgot.
kidding. I'm just kidding. But for real, his last name is Gojo because it's like
What's her
Gojo
name? You
dolls.
remember her name?
No, but I remember his
Yeah.
because it's Gojo Sensei.
Yeah, I do remember watching that because it's come out since JJK's come out. So yeah,
Mhm.
it was like, oh, I see what you're doing. But yeah, anyways, um, it's really cute because why is it cute though? Cute.
Well,
It's cute.
I would say it's cute because he had like a little bit of trauma from him being so into these dolls, right? His grandfather, it's a family business. He makes these the dolls, and he had this issue. This girl was like, ugh, you play with dolls. Boys shouldn't play with dolls or do this and that. So he got hurt really early because this is something he loves. He thinks it's wonderful, amazing. He wants to do this just like his grandfather and be just this wonderful doll maker. And he's very good with the dresses. He has to do the face for the dolls and make the dresses. So he comes out of his shell because the girl character does is so into cosplay and anime. She's like, very nerdy. She wants to do all of these things and she doesn't care, right? She is like, people shouldn't make fun of you for something that you love. And this is like a new concept to him because he's always, ever since that time, he's like, no one can know because they'll make fun of me. And it's fine. And he lets people walk all over him. Um, and he gets closer to her because of his love of dolls, basically, because she tries to make the dress of her favorite character, and it is terrible. and um, and so she is like, "Oh my gosh, you know how to sew. Can you please help me?" And he is like, "Okay, I'll help you." And then he is opened up to way more things. I haven't finished the anime. I think I still have like 2 episodes left. But it was so cute. Well, the beach episode was a couple episodes ago, and I thought it was just so sweet. He's like, "Wow, it's so beautiful. I've never been here, or I've never been to the beach." And she's like, what do you mean? And I guess it's kind of landlocked where you live. And he's like, no, I just wanted to get better at my doll work and everything. So I just never went out. I never had a reason to go out. And she's like, we're going to do so many things together. Like, so I just thought it was really sweet that um, she is like, no, we're going to have you go out and experience, everything. And he is just all about it. Like he's just like, yeah, I would love that. Like he wanted a friend, and or he's never really had a friend, even like guy friends. He's more just very socially awkward, lets the other guys walk all over him, like for the after school chores that they have to do with um cleaning up the classroom. Yeah. And they are like, "Oh yeah, you sure you got this, bro?" And he's like, "Yeah, no, that's fine," because one of them has to like go to work or something, and then she comes in and she's like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, you're actually staying?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's my turn to do the cleaning. Why are you just here?" So I think it's really good. I love the and I also like the somewhat like I guess assertive and um kind of more meek, I guess, because then it's like she's like kind of forcing him out and to be more like to own up to who he is basically.
There's a little bit of fan service in this one.
There is. There is. This
But
one is not. This one was more marketed, I think, towards men or
yeah,
boys.
yeah, that's still really good. Much better than like Rent a Girlfriend is super fan servicey, pretty bad, but I still watched it. It's not one that I rated on here, but just saying it's nowhere near as bad as that.
Mhm.
But there's little moments of little and
I
stuff
know.
like that.
Yeah. Like
Anyway,
I still haven't finished watching well, I started like the first episode of like Food Wars and I was like, this is a lot.
yeah, but it's so good.
I know.
It
I
is worth
everyone
it
says it's
once you get
good.
past it.
Yeah.
You just want to eat all the food that they make. So it is. Okay, so that was my last 5 one. How about the bed and breakfast?
Yes.
That one I gave 4 for cuteness and 4 for depth.
Mhm.
So again, we can insert their names here.
Yeah, I figured I would put a thing down there.
Yeah, but so the two characters they meet because the main female character, her grandfather was able to travel between the human world and like the like afterworld where the demons were,
Hmm.
and she kind of got promised away to the other main character, and initially it seems like it's a kind of a Beauty and the Beast type story where she's forced to be in this other place, um, and the other character seems a little bit stern with her in the beginning, but he was nowhere near as bad as like the Beast. He
Hmm.
just
Yeah.
really was, his whole intent was just to protect her from the other demons that could eat her. So
Yes.
you see her story progress because she loves cooking and she gets her own little restaurant there and her
Yeah.
own little
Little
piece of the
spirit
hotel
restaurant.
area. Yeah, and any of the I guess spirits or demons that come and visit her,
Yeah.
they get rejuvenated by the food that she makes because I guess she has somewhat of a power, a healing power for them. And that's kind of just like the beginning of the story. They do have their, big trial that they have to go through that involves
Mhm.
other characters that are trying to come after her. And they really grow together. And there's also another love interest that's in the mix in that
Mhm.
one. I think that's kind of one of our first love triangles, isn't it? That we've mentioned.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but I think that she's gonna end up with the main character from the beginning.
Yes.
The ogre king
Yes,
or
the Ogre
Prince.
King. Yeah, because then the
Yeah.
other one is like the fox. The yeah. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, definitely think that they will end up together. I don't know if they're ever gonna do another season for that one. But I'm sure in the manga they probably will end up together.
Love Killer.
Love Killer, that's right. That one was fun. And that one we did enjoy watching. Definitely a lot of love triangles going on, I guess. So reverse harem, I guess. So
Mm-hmm.
main character girl who has all of these options for romantic interest, but she does not want any romantic interest at all, which I thought was fun, like a fun idea. She is like, I just want to play my video games and
Eat
have my
chocolate.
chocolate, yeah, and have and pet my cat, like goals.
Yeah.
But then she gets caught up in this like magical magic or I don't know, was the space? I don't
Yeah, I think it's like a fairy because it had a
yeah.
wand,
Yeah.
and um I guess the whole thing was that the population is really low in
Oh yeah.
Japan, and so they're sending fairies to work it out, make love connections.
I like how they like went to like high schoolers. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! Wouldn't you want them to be older so they could actually have a child?
I know, right? But I guess they're
But
thinking, oh, if they get married straight out of college or high school, they can do like Toru and Kyo and just make babies right out,
right
right
away,
as
right out
it's
the gate.
done.
But yeah, so Love Killer, which is so funny and I liked it, even though it does seem like uh the main character will end up with this one character who I guess kind of reminds me of Kyo in a way, right?
Mm-hmm.
That broody kind of type, even has orange hair. And uh she also has like the the best friend or the childhood friend trope, right, which like he was always in love with her and now he's like this baseball star and he's so nice. um Everyone of course is nice and everything. And then there's also they threw in like some random rich kid.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have a chance, but he's there.
But he's there. um and you just see a lot of growth in like each of the characters. She's like, oh, I guess there's more to life than my video games and my cat and my chocolate, even though I want those all in my life. And the I guess the fairy also ends up falling in love with her, and so there was just a lot, and you get to see um the broody guy, right? He has some trauma because he did have a stalker, because he was very nice to, or he's very nice to everyone, right? So he tries to be very nice to people, and I guess this stalker took it the wrong way and was like, we're together, so he had a lot of issues with that, especially with his family. Um and then of course the best friend who is more reserved, or the childhood friend is more reserved, and he became this baseball star, and he is kind of coming out of his shell with her because he had never the fairy made them meet or made him remember like, oh, we're friends still, but because he hadn't yet gotten to hang out with her, because every time at school, even though they went to the same school, she would be running home to go eat chocolate, play video games, and pet her cat. Can relate. So except for
Yeah,
the
because I
cat, I
think
have
he moved
dogs.
back. He moved away and then he
Hmm.
came back.
Yes, I think that's what happened. So they finally ended up in the same school again, and I love him. He was very sweet. He was a teddy bear, even though the other guy could cook, and neither of them could cook because they end up living together for a little while.
Oh, they always do that.
Yep.
Another reason why the high school ones are like, come on. Because it's
Right?
like high schoolers living alone, then moving in with each other, and
Yeah.
then always with the school festival. But yeah, really good one. I enjoyed it too. I'm gonna go ahead and do a 2 out of 2 for both.
Oh.
Sailor Moon.
Oh, snap.
Because
Not
okay,
Serena and Tuxedo Mask.
as a kid, I thought like, oh, Tuxedo Mask, he's
Dodgy.
attractive. He comes and he saves her. And then when you watch it as an adult, you're like, he's trash. He's mean to her. He calls her bunhead. He makes her feel insecure about her own relationship with her daughter and him. Like he chooses to spend time with Chibiusa and like almost like to make her jealous. And then he's all like resistant to like I guess the future that is really him. Like I didn't ask for this and just being really mean to her. So yeah, I did not feel the love at all with Tuxedo Mask.
Dang.
So
Dang. Trash. Sometimes those men are trash.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's all for this week's episode. But stay tuned. Maybe we'll do a follow up to other relationships.
Go more in depth because some of these, have more to offer, and some are just like, oh, whatever. Well, have a good one.